This is Alfred. Alfred's pretty cute in my opinion. I recently learned that he's in Knoxville or something like that. I don't know how to say the name. That's besides the point. Anyway, so I am 19 and I have no friends. I only have people that I know, basically. People that I respect, obviously. But I wouldn't say that they're friends. The last friends that I had, I had to let them go. And it wasn't because they were mean or anything like that, or we weren't clicking or anything like that. I let them go because whenever I'm friends with somebody, or at least whenever I try to be friends with someone, I get attached really easily. And the last two people that were my friends were my ex-best friend and my ex-girlfriend. I let them go this past Halloween. And so now I'm left with nobody, basically. And that's okay. It is hard though to meet new people, I feel like, that I can actually bond and click with, and that, we can just understand each other, if anything, if that makes sense. And I don't know. But yeah, nowadays it feels like it's hard to find people to be friends with, to even make friends, because it's all, let me get your Insta, and to them that's a friend, and sharing reels or Snapchats and stuff like that is a friend. But I personally don't find it. I don't find that being a friend personally. I don't even have Instagram anymore, and I don't have Snapchat and stuff like that. So only thing I really have is YouTube now. So, and I usually just watch videos on there. But yeah, it's not easy. And like I said though, it's okay, because I know that one day I will meet someone that wants to be my friend. I'll meet someone that is cool, and that we can just vibe and chill, and we can actually, be close. Now I know, like I said, whenever I meet someone and I think they're really cool, I tend to get attached really easily. It's hard for me to detach, if anything. I don't know. My hair. My hair's a mess today. But yeah, I don't have any friends currently. Every day that passes by since the 31st, I miss them every day. But I feel like it's gotten easier. There are days where I feel like, dang, I wonder what they'd say to this, or I wonder what they'd say to, what I've done so far. And considering it's only been like, not even a week yet, I don't think so, at least. No, it's been a week by now. Yeah. It's only been a week, basically, and not much has happened, obviously. But I wish them nothing but the best. I also wish myself nothing but the best, of course. I am gonna start counseling soon, so that's gonna be nice. But yeah, I don't have any friends, and it gets really quiet. it gets very quiet. I just be sitting there, laying there in my bed right behind me, and whenever I just turn off my tablet and I stay in silence, I realize how quiet it is. Like, I can hear the ambience. I can hear my thoughts so clear and vividly. I can hear the creaks, the vibrations from the floor. Everything sounds amplified in that silence. And that's when I get hit with that wave. Not even a wave, that tidal wave of loneliness. That tidal wave of loneliness hit me when I didn't expect it to yesterday. I went to a basketball game, and I was just chilling there with this one dude I know, and we were talking at first, but then it just got quiet, and we were just watching the game. And then there was like periods where like we just would sit in silence and not even talk to each other. At one point, he literally would like turn his back to me like this. He would turn his back to me like this, and I'm just sitting here like this on like his right side, just watching the game. And the game wasn't close at that point. Our team was literally blowing out the other team. It wasn't even fair. In the sense of, that team obviously gave up at the end, so I was like, yeah, we won. And there was only like 3 or 4 minutes left in the game, and excuse me, I was sitting there, and while I was sitting there, out of nowhere, it just hit me. I'm alone. And that's when I turned to him. I was like, yo, I'm about to dip. He was like, all right, bro. I dipped, and that walk, I was just walking, and I ended up walking to a bus stop, waiting for the bus. But during that walk, I turned on You Changed on Me by Montell Fish. And the reason why I turned on that song specifically from Charlotte is because that album, Charlotte from Montell Fish, came out, I feel like a week or so after my breakup recently. And just listening to You Changed on Me, and also Do You Remember, it's those 2 songs off of that album mainly, where I was like, that is exactly how I feel. And if y'all have never heard those songs, I recommend you just check out the whole album, Montell Fish, Charlotte. But You Changed on Me, the first line, literally the first line, who were you when I first said I loved you? Wait. Yeah. My bad. Let me do that again. But it was, yeah. Who were you when I first said I loved you? 'Cause you changed on me. You changed on me. And when I first heard that, I remember I paused that track as soon as I heard it. And I was like, yo, And I feel like the reason why it hits me so hard is you got to think about it, right? I had to think about it really hard. We first got together when I was in high school. Well, we're both in high school, obviously, but we're both in high school. And, you know, we were together for 2 years. And, you know, now we're both in college. And you got, like, we were together for 2 years. I was, 17. No, what was 18? Yeah, I was 17. Yeah, 17, because I'm 19 right now. I was 17. She was 18. We literally got to see each other's birthdays and stuff. You know what I mean? Development stages, basically, in life. We were literally developing while within that relationship. And obviously we ended or whatever. But what I'm trying to get at is we weren't the same people that we were when we came into this relationship. We weren't the same people when we literally first met each other and were cool with each other and were literally friends. You know what I mean? We were different people. So now that time's, you know, it obviously flew by and we're two different people, those personalities that literally just work so seamlessly together at that moment are like, now we have two different personalities basically, where we no longer mesh as well as we did before. And that definitely played a role in why we ended. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, definitely recommend not watching. I recommend listening to Charlotte by Montel Fitch. Just listen to this whole catalog, honestly. Most of his songs are on YouTube because they're unreleased. But he does release them, like how he released, what's it called? Is It a Crime? Is It a Crime was actually just a demo, and he just went ahead and actually put on the album. So I already heard the song beforehand. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm not talking about Montel Fitch here. But like I said, shout out to Montel Fitch. He's an amazing artist. I feel like he doesn't get the shine that he deserves, honestly. He should be way more out there. But I digress. But yeah, that wave of loneliness just hit me out of nowhere. And I remember I got to the bus stop, and I don't know why, it just kind of bothered me. But when I got to the bus stop, I seen this person just sitting there on the bench. And, you know, I was going to sit at that bench at first, but then I was like, actually, I'll just sit at the other bench because I don't want to be weird, you know. But when I went ahead and looked towards the bench and I seen that person, they looked at me like in that split second of them looking at me, it was like they just like, I don't know, like the vibe, the energy I got from them just looking at me was just not really it was more so like, please don't sit here. And you know, I didn't take that much offense to it because like my thing is like, you gotta think about the circumstances. Excuse me, but you gotta think about the circumstances. It's nighttime. I'm wearing my black Sire hoodie. And you know, obviously that would be kind of awkward for me to just walk up to that person, just sit right next to them. They were a girl, so, and that's probably another factor that played into it. They're probably like, you know, they probably felt like they're low-key in danger or something. I don't know. I mean, I would hope not. I was just walking by, but yeah. I don't know, that encounter was just off-putting to me for some reason. But I sat at the other bench, waited for the bus. I didn't go on the first one because it was way too filled. Like, it was filled to the brim. I was like, yeah, I can wait till the second one. So I just sat on the bench and waited for the second bus to come through. Second bus came through, got on, and then when I was about to leave, said thank you to the bus driver. I also said it because, like, not only, I was always gonna say it, I usually do, but I've seen like people that were on the bus that left, like they never said thank you or good night or anything, so I just make sure to say thank you, you know. But yeah, so thank you to the bus driver. And then I dipped, went to my room. Then I sat in my bed and I made a little voice memo because recently I've been finding out that just talking, just talking to myself honestly, through whether it be voice memos, literally just on my own whenever I'm doing my own thing, or making videos like this. It's comforting to me in a way. It helps because if I'm being real, I never feel like I'm ever listened to. That's another topic for another day. But yeah, just talk to myself in the voice memo, and I was just talking about how alone I feel, at least how alone I felt in that moment, because that was a very dark moment for me last night. But luckily, I was able to go ahead and go to sleep right after. I was knocked out. I'm not gonna lie, I was very tired. It was only like what, at 9 or 10 o'clock, but I was slumped, man. I was gone. I was very exhausted. I spent that day mainly just doing calculus homework. So personally, I love calculus, at least the one I'm in right now. Very fun, honestly. Interesting too. But anyways, we're not here to talk about calculus. But yeah, that is why, not why, but that's just me right now. 19, no friends, and that wave of loneliness is very hard to deal with. But also in a way, I'm not gonna say it's comforting, but it's very eye-opening. But I feel like this is honestly just the journey to self-love. It's being in that moment. Honestly, it just shows you that it's gonna show me, at least at the end of the day, that when once I continue to get better at developing this self-love that I'm learning, and I'm able to go ahead and love me to the brim again, and continue to do that, because I'm never gonna stop self-loving, that it's gonna be worth it in the end. It's all gonna be worth it. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for listening. Anybody that listened, especially if you got this far, 'cause I know most of our brains are fried due to social media and stuff. It's been really bad, the whole brain rot thing or whatever. But yeah, catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe.